on Fox 14.
You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, Big Brutus celebrates its 50th retirement anniversary this year. Fernanda Silva shares its long, prestigious history.
Also, our very own Amber Jenkins shares an update on how an apartment elevator that has been out for 4 months.
And we've got showers and thunderstorms rolling through the area this morning. We'll have the latest on that coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Noe.
And I'm Chris Warner. Just after 7 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. Mother Nature not done with severe weather for us yet. We do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings or watches right now, but we are tracking storms across southeastern Kansas and rolling now into southwestern Missouri. And we'll have a full update on those storms here in just a moment. But we've also got who can say they've had their 50th retirement anniversary?
I don't think many people can.
Nobody can, I don't think, but Big Brutus can.
Absolutely, yes. Big Brutus is celebrating its 50th retirement anniversary this year. The largest electric shovel in the world offers visitors the chance to travel back in time and dig into the history of mining.
KOAM's Fernanda Silva has the story.
The best job I've ever had.
And work with her hobby and loved every day of it.
These are some of the miners who worked at Big Brutus more than half a century ago. Their passion for their former workplace and co-workers, who they call family, is clear.
Every day you come to work, there was something different.
Once Big Brutus retired, they wanted to make sure new generations could enjoy the entertaining space.
There was a lot of interest in it, and people would come, tourists. There was always a lot of interest, even when we were operating. And the tourists would come and look at it, and you can climb all around it and everything. I want to see it build up and keep it going so my kids or grandkids, great-grandkids can say, my granddad worked there, my grandpa did this. And I'll be dead and gone, but then they'll be talking about it.
For those who have never been at Big Brutus, just a quick reference to show you how big this machine is. I am a little bit over 5 foot tall, and this is how big it looks next to me.
The museum is also a place for retired miners to excavate into their memories.
You had all the weather to contend with. If it was a nice summer night, it was great, but if it was raining or snowing, it didn't matter. That machine had to keep moving.
It was a lot of responsibility for one thing, and I really enjoy moving dirt. I like playing in the dirt.
A feeling that never gets old. In West Mineral, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
The Big Brutus Annual Fest will happen on June 1st from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
If you haven't seen that thing in person, you are missing out. As Fernanda gave us a great example, because Fernanda and I are about the same height. That thing is massive.
It really
is huge, and it's an impressive sight to see.
Absolutely.
However, you don't want to go out and try and see it right now. We've got some thunderstorms rolling across the area. Skywatch Storm Tracker is showing us where those storms are. Remember, I say this because from our perspective, the morning news doesn't stop as we switch to Fox 14. So if you're just joining us, we had a little shower near Miami that has quickly flared up into a pretty decent thunderstorm now on the west side of Neosho entering Newton County. We've got these thunderstorms stretching from Pittsburgh back through Cherokee County, Labette County, into Newada, Washington counties out there. We have a severe thunderstorm down by the Tulsa area. So take a look at all of this activity. This guy is one we've been watching. He's not strong or severe yet, but he continues to try and get his act together. And these are, if anything, hail seems to be the primary concern with any of these storms if they intensify. But Neosho, you need to watch out. You've got very heavy rain on the way, lightning on the way. Again, those of you heading outdoors, getting ready for school, getting ready for work, lightning is dangerous. It is deadly. You need to make sure you're playing it safe out there. The thing is, all of this activity started firing up very quickly at 5 a.m. and is continuing to lift off to the northeast, and we're expecting additional showers and thunderstorms as we head through the morning. Today, we do have a low-end risk for some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms in the southern half of our viewing area. Elevated risk for strong to severe thunderstorms across the entire area tomorrow. Best chances after 4. More strong to severe thunderstorms possible on our Friday. Quick look at temperatures warming up a bit. 60 in Joplin, 59 in Pittsburgh. A little rain on that KDOT camera south of Pitt. Temperatures upper 50s and some low 60s as you start heading a little further south and west. And I hit the wrong button. I apologize, Tennyson. I'm sorry. As we move forward, we are going to be looking at highs below normal by a little bit, low to mid 70s out there, and we're going to deal with these scattered thunderstorms. Not everyone will see rain. In fact, the further north you are, say maybe further north than heading into Yates Center, Chanute, north of Parsons and into Fort Scott, you may not see much of anything today. But some of us will see scattered storms. Some of those could be strong to severe. We'll have the latest on that in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. The Kansas governor's office is offering a reward for information concerning a double homicide in rural Labette County. Authorities have been investigating the murders of 39-year-old Jason Bacon and 43-year-old Lena Pound of Mound Valley, Kansas, since their bodies were discovered in October of 2022. Governor Kelly issued an executive order offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who has information that would lead to an arrest and conviction for the murders. Anyone with information is asked to contact the KBI or the Labette County Sheriff's Office. In honor of National Speech Language Hearing Month, the Oklahoma Department of Health wants to let new parents know they can get a free hearing screening for their newborns. There are currently 46 county health departments in the state that can assist with newborn hearing screenings. You can find a link for them on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Harvest Bank is once again trying to raise money to fund 1 million meals for local residents in need. The campaign is nearly over as it runs through the end of May. Donations to the campaign benefit 85 community food partners in Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Locally, those partners include Bright Futures in Joplin, Carl Junction, and Carthage, the Good Samaritan Shop in Lamar, the Monette Community Kitchen, and the Newton County Food Basket Brigade.
So food banks report that in the summer times they have more of a greater need and there's less donations. And so we typically do the campaign in April and May. We ask our customers for donations and kind of collect as much as we can throughout our campaign.
Officials say every dollar raised provides 5 meals for hungry families. The elevator in the Stillwell Apartments in Pittsburgh has been out of service for 4 months. We first reported on the problem back in March when residents with mobility issues and living on upper floors reached out for help. KOAM's Amber Jenkins learned that the fate of the elevator is now in new hands.
Tenants in the Stillwell apartment building in Pittsburgh still want answers about what's causing the delay in repairing the elevator. According to residents of the 4-story building, the elevator has not worked since February. The building is operated by a nonprofit board. The tenants say they tried to get information from the board on the status of the elevator and when they should expect repairs, but the tenants say they haven't gotten clear answers.
It's not a city building. The city just stepped in and is trying to help out.
In April, the city of Pittsburgh stepped in to help the Stillwell Apartments repair the elevator.
It's tough for the Stillwell board to get some stuff like this done. They don't deal with elevators very often, and when they do, obviously, it's a problem for them. So we've been trying to help out, and we're getting there.
According to the city manager, repairs are held up due to shipping delays of a new elevator motor. The estimated cost of fixing the elevator is more than $30,000.
It's not a fast-moving process for sure, but the motor's been ordered. I think when they started working on it, they found some other damage, so that's been worked on. And right now, we're just looking to get the final repair completed. We'll do a post-inspection, obviously, make sure that that works out.
The city does not know when they'll receive the new motor. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
The city says it's paying for the cost up front with plans for the Stillwell to reimburse them. The president of the Stillwell Apartment Board says they've made accommodations for tenants with disabilities while the elevator is being repaired. And those are our top stories this half hour. Coming up next, Will Morris and Cody Burns from the K-State Extension and Research Division are here to share some fun activities they have in store this summer. And later, a Colorado business makes it a priority to help the homeless in their city. We'll be right back, but before we head to break, here's a live look from Mercy Park in Joplin.
Looking to update your living space? Live today.
Welcome back. The Kansas State Extension and Research Division will be busy this summer. Will Morris and Cody Burns join us this morning to talk about Discovery Days. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So this is a 4-H youth development program, this Discovery Days. Can you talk to me a little bit more about just the event in general?
Yeah, so Discovery Days is one of our statewide events. We do lots of different events and activities as part of youth development over the summer, and this one actually takes place on K-State's campus, and it is actually one of our college readiness camps for youth 13 to 18 to give them kind of a college-based experience before they move on to that next step. So we brought Cody this morning so that way he can kind of talk about his experience and how it's prepared him.
Absolutely. So can you talk to me a little bit about the skills that you've developed and how it's helped you with college?
Absolutely. So being at Discovery Days really helps you get a college readiness feel. So as you get to live in the dorms for those few days, breakout sessions are broke up between those 2 days, ranging anywhere from college experience awareness to just fun activities, games, or life skills that you can learn, as well as we get to eat in the dining areas and really get that college feel for those few days.
How fun. That's exciting. So can you talk to me about the target age group for the program?
Yeah, so we go, for this one, we open it up from 13 to 18 years of age. So it's kind of a good experience for some of those younger kids to kind of see if this is going to be a good fit or what skills they may need to learn as they go through their high school experience in preparation for college. And it kind of gives them that foundation, and it's a big learning opportunity because, you know, they're going to be walking across campus, going to different classes, different things like that. So it really is a kind of a trust and to show how responsible and how adult-like they can kind of be for those days that we're there.
Oh, I'm sure they love it. I know I would love it, especially like being a part of 4-H when I grew up. I would love to get away from my parents when I was that age and go live the college life. So can you talk to me, you mentioned that this is going to be on the K-State campus. This will be held in June. Can you talk to me about specific dates?
Yeah, so this one is going to be June 5th through the 7th. And so we'll be there, like Cody said, they'll stay in the dorms. They will go to different classes and things like that. So it'll be kind of a low-key first step into that experience without, you know, the overwhelming effect of lots of different students and people on campus, things like that. So it's really a fun time for them, and they get to go and do things that they are passionate about and that they have an interest in.
Absolutely opens those doors. And can you talk to me where people can find more information about this?
Yeah, so just go to our K-State Research and Extension, look up the Wildcat Extension District, and we have all of our different camps and activities there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and stick around. We'll be right back. Thank you guys.
Welcome back to the KOM Morning News. It is now 7:17 on this Wednesday morning, and we are continuing to track thunderstorms across the area. So we do have a strong thunderstorm now that is in southern Nowata County, getting ready to roll into Craig County. It is producing penny-sized hail and wind gusts, just some slight wind gusts out there, which is some good news. But unfortunately, hail seems to be a bigger concern. So let's zoom in to some of this activity out here. So here's this storm in Nowata County. This is the same one that we were talking about that was back into Washington County, south of Bartlesville earlier. It was looking as though it was trying to get its act together and seemed to be picking up just a little bit. Not severe, but still a strong storm. Quite a bit of lightning here in southern Labette County with this little cell. Got thunder showers into Columbus, Cherokee County, back heading toward Lamar. Joplin, you are sandwiched in between a couple of thunderstorms out there. So we're going to start here. So Jasper getting some light showers. You got a heavier cell just to your west, south of Pleasant View, east of Columbus. We're here at the station. Pretty heavy rainfall, even though it doesn't look like it on radar. It's coming down pretty good. Columbus, more thunderstorms out there. Baxter Springs, you are up next on the list. And I think you'll have a better chance of getting impacted by that storm that's over by Chautauqua. Then we have this strong storm producing some small hail around the Wada, and it's moving east at about 40 miles an hour. So we're looking down the line toward Veneta and eventually Afton if it holds together. We've still got more development taking place north along 169 around Lenapaw, and that's going to be the case. Then we've got this guy. This was a little shower, looked roughly like that near Miami about 20 minutes ago, and it picked up intensity pretty quickly. Again, not severe, not strong, just north of Neosho now, so Diamond, you're getting in on this action. As it stays south of I-44, Granby, you'll get some of the heavier showers out here, eventually making its way toward Wentworth. All of this activity progressively rolling off roughly to the east-northeast out there. We got more organized thunderstorm activity across central Oklahoma, and we could still continue to see additional development and redevelopment as we go through the morning hours. So we'll keep an eye on these storms. Again, nothing severe in our area, but we do have that potential for some strong to low-grade severe storms. So no areas highlighted for any tornado risk. Of course, with severe storms, it's never zero, but it is very low. We are more concerned with some hail and perhaps some damaging wind gusts across the southern half of our area. Then as we head into our Thursday, we have an elevated risk across the entire area for strong to severe thunderstorms with the best chances of severe weather after 4 o'clock. And then we have another low-end risk for some strong to low-grade severe storms Friday. We're watching the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms Saturday night into Sunday morning. On the future track, again, some additional showers and thunderstorms. It's still trying to pick up on what could be some stronger storms near Joplin, south of I-44 by about 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on all of that as we do have that chance for some strong, potentially severe storms. A few isolated showers south of I-44 through the evening, and then around 11 o'clock midnight, we're looking at redevelopment of thunderstorms south of I-44. Be with a few showers Thursday morning. And we'll have a few scattered shower storms through the morning into the early afternoon hours on our Thursday, and we'll see additional thunderstorms develop again closer to 4, and they'll roll across the area. They'll be scattered, but those storms that we see will have the potential of being strong to severe with hail and damaging winds as the primary concern. More thunderstorms again by midnight Friday, and then most of our Friday is clear, and then as we head to mid-morning, we'll start to see scattered showers and thunderstorms by mid-morning through the afternoon, and again, some of those could be strong, potentially severe as well. Highs today into the low to mid 70s. And we've got the thunderstorms continuing all the way through Monday, but we start warming back up into the low to mid 80s. And then by the time we get a break from the storms, much cooler next Tuesday, but a little pause in the activity Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That is a check of your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Spend your Thursdays at every.
A junk hauling company in Denver is helping the homeless in their city.
Fox's Nate Belt reports.
Emily Jane Zaradine used to see Denver's homeless population while driving to work.
I didn't realize how bad or how significant the issue of our unhoused neighbors are.
She looked for ideas around the country. What is the easiest way to get furniture and other needs into these people's hands?
Turns out the best practice is to run a junk hauling company.
And not just a junk hauling company. Furnishing Hope partners directly with Denver area caseworkers who are helping people find homes.
We work with their clients who we know have no household furniture or housewares at all.
Something she says is a common sight.
The status quo today is if you're moved into affordable housing in Denver Metro, you're most likely moved into an empty apartment or home.
The company will come pick up any of your old furniture or an assortment of other items and prepare it to go back out to another home.
They get to come to our warehouse and pick out all the furniture and housewares that they want or that they need.
The ability to choose, Zaradine says, is important to have to make a new place feel like yours.
Dignity to us is not just saying, here's a couch, this is your free couch, enjoy it. It's having the opportunity to say, here's 15 couches. Which one do you like?
It's absolutely an impressive program, and it's great that they're stepping up to help out where they can.
It really is great to see them making a difference. Well, coming up, the ICC is calling for the arrest of Israel and Hamas leaders. We'll have the details on those charges.
And we've got scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area this morning. More of them on the way. We'll break it all down for you when we come back.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:28. I'm Elise Noe. The Carthage City Council met for the second day in a row to discuss the impeachment and possible removal of Mayor Dan Rife. Last night's meeting started off with the council finalizing the schedule for the mayor's impeachment hearing. The hearings will run from June 4th through the 6th. The council then passed the first reading of an emergency ordinance to remove Mayor Rife from office. That ordinance will need to pass second and third readings at a future meeting.
And I asked what constituted it being an emergency, and the only answer I was given was so that we could be ready to go to trial for June 6th, so that for the attorney's convenience because he's going to be gone for a month on vacation. Well, maybe we need a different attorney, or maybe he should send somebody else from his office, because you don't rush into something like this.
The next scheduled meeting is set for next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Well, yesterday, train lovers got a glimpse at history as the Empress 2816 steam locomotive rolled through our area for its final spike steam tour. The Empress stopped briefly in Pittsburgh to change crews and is traveling down from Kansas City and will be en route to Shreveport, Louisiana. If you missed it yesterday, the Empress is scheduled to travel from Heavener, Oklahoma back to Kansas City on June 16th. The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks is hosting the Great Gas Card Giveaway Blood Drive. The rules are simple. Come into CBCO before this weekend, donate blood, and receive a mystery monetary gift up to $100. Also, 2 free tickets to an upcoming Springfield Cardinals baseball game. Head on over to KOAMnewsnow.com for those times and locations. Carthage Schools introduced their new transportation director. Ryan Huntley brings the experience of 24 years of service at the Carthage Fire Department to his new role. Huntley begins his new career on June 24th. Jake's Fireworks in Pittsburgh served as our latest stop on the Great American Flag Swap yesterday. People could bring in their old tattered flags and replace them with brand new ones courtesy of KOAM and Fox 14. The old flags will receive a proper disposal. Our next stop on the Great American Flag Swap will be at Arbus Bank on 32nd in Joplin on July 2nd.
Deserves to be treated with respect even when it's time to be retired. So I'm so thankful that KOAM offers a service so community members can exchange their worn out flags for a brand new one.
As mentioned, that next flag swap will be in Joplin on July 2nd.
Yeah, we've still got some scattered thunderstorms out there. Some of them are losing their intensity just a bit, which is good news. We still have that strong storm down into Newata and Craig counties out there. It's producing about penny to dime to penny size hail out there. So we'll keep an eye on that guy in case it continues to intensify. The other showers and storms, again, kind of losing intensity out there, but still bringing a fair amount of rainfall across the area. And we could see additional showers and thunderstorms as we proceed through the morning. So we'll be monitoring all of this activity through the day. We still have that low wind risk for some strong to low grade severe thunderstorms across the southern half of our area for today. We have an elevated risk for strong to severe thunderstorms for our Thursday, with the best chances for the more organized severe weather after 4. And we've got another low wind risk for strong to low grade severe storms Friday, and we're watching the potential for severe thunderstorms as we head into Saturday evening and Sunday morning across the area as well. So a lot going on over the next several days. 60 in Joplin, 59 in Pittsburgh. Roads a little wet from those showers earlier. Joplin, you've just been sandwiched between the rain so far this morning. Temperatures upper 50s and low 60s across the area, so cooler than yesterday, quite a bit cooler for many of us, but a little closer to average out there. Highs today, though, a little below average as we go low mid 70s, and we'll be dealing with some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. Not everyone will see rain today, but our southern counties definitely getting in on some thunderstorm activity. We'll have a brief lull for most of us through the evening. More storms overnight tonight and again into our Thursday. We'll break down the details on that in the full forecast here in a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, we'll see you soon. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu could soon have a warrant out for his arrest. The International Criminal Court's prosecutor is seeking one. He's also targeting Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and 3 Hamas leaders. Amy Kiley looks at what that means for the accused and what happens next.
Nobody is above the law.
A process is underway at the International Criminal Court now that its prosecutor is seeking arrest warrants for several Israeli and Hamas leaders. They're denouncing the move.
The prosecutor's absurd charges against me and Israel's defense minister are merely an attempt to deny Israel the basic right of self-defense. And I assure you of one thing, this attempt will utterly fail.
The charges include war crimes and crimes against humanity. Now it's up to a panel of ICC judges to decide if enough evidence exists to go to trial. Some observers say that proof is clear given the October 7th attack and current civilian suffering in Gaza.
If they don't want to be charged with war crimes, maybe they shouldn't have done war crimes.
Others say it's hard to prove Israel is using starvation in Gaza as a method of war.
I have not ever seen a successful case brought by any international court in any circumstance where you've seen this siege thing actually play out.
If the ICC judges find enough evidence, they could issue a voluntary summons or an arrest warrant. The latter limits a person's ability to travel freely because it calls on the ICC's 124 member countries to detain the accused.
Israel has every right and indeed an obligation to get hostages back, but you must do so by complying with the law.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Israel isn't an ICC member, and the U.S. State Department argues the court has no jurisdiction in that matter. That's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. It's not too early to start teaching your kids money management. We'll show you how an app can help.
VisionWorks. See the difference.
In Consumer Watch this morning, federal data shows many Americans are still struggling with rising costs. The Federal Reserve's Economic Well-Being of U.S. Households report released yesterday shows roughly 65% of adults say their financial lives got worse last year because of chronic inflation. 34% of respondents say their family's income grew in 2023, but 38% say their spending also increased. The report shows 72% of respondents believe they are financially okay as of October, which is down 6% from 2021. Well, Peloton is reportedly pausing the use of Diddy's music. According to TMZ, the company posted on its private members Facebook page saying, "We take this issue very seriously and can confirm Peloton has paused the use of Sean Combs' music as well as removed the Bad Boy Entertainment Artist series on our platform." This comes after a video from 2016 resurfaced appears to show the rapper kicking and shoving his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. And Nestle is launching a line of food products tailored to people using weight loss pills. The new Vital Pursuit brand includes 12 products ranging from frozen protein pasta, sandwich melts, and pizzas, all of which are made with a higher amount of protein and essential nutrients like iron, vitamin A, and potassium. Nestle says they are also, quote, portion aligned to a weight loss medication user's appetite. This is the first time the company created a food brand specifically intended for gluten-like Reptide 1 users. Retail sales are feeling the pinch of years of elevated inflation and consumers changing their spending priorities. Some stores are looking for summer sales to heat up, and retail watchers say some areas could see more discounts than others. Corinne Kaifa has the details from Washington.
Ahead of the Memorial Day weekend, dubbed the unofficial start to summer, Target says it is slashing prices on more than 5,000 items to try to draw back consumers weary of inflation. Target joins retailers like IKEA, H&M, and Aldi, which have also slashed prices recently, hoping lower prices spur more spending, both in store and online.
Cost of childcare is up. Cost of food is up. For many people, the cost of rent is up. Just overall cost of living that's causing consumers to be a little bit more cost conscious.
The early summer months can give retailers clues about what two key seasons, back to school and the holidays, might look like to close out the year. The first months of 2024 have given some retailers some jitters, with spending slowing down. Retail sales stalled in April, unchanged from March, according to the Commerce Department, and April spending missed the 0.4% increase economists projected, according to FactSet. In the same month 1 year ago, retail sales surged by 3%. For Memorial Day weekend, Nick Wolney, managing editor at CNET, says consumers can expect deals in a wide range of areas.
It is very much a broad shopping holiday. You're going to see deals across a variety of different categories, appliances, electronics, and even mattresses as well. So it's a good time to pay attention to what's on sale this weekend.
Wolney says it's also a time when retailers clean out last year's electronic stock, like TVs and laptops, ahead of back to college and back to school. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Those are our top consumer stories. Now let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
how does this place? Get medium fountain drinks for just 99 cents.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now 7:43 on this Wednesday morning. So we still got some scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms out there. The one that we are paying particularly close attention to is this one now in the Craig County, getting ready to roll into Veneta. It is intensifying a little bit. The hail is just below severe criteria out there at about nickel size. So we'll continue to monitor this storm. It was one we were watching all the way outside of Washington County as it was kind of pulsing up and down a little. Now it's pulsing back up again. So we do have what they call a significant weather advisory for Craig County, parts of Delaware, and into Ottawa counties as this storm continues to lift off to the east-northeast at about 40 miles an hour. So Miami, need to be on the lookout for this. Wyandotte Grove, got to keep an eye on it. Could intensify, could become severe, so we want to watch it closely. Up around the Joplin area, again, just a few showers. We got a little thunderstorm here now just to the north of Sarcoxy. You're getting ready to get in on some heavy rain. Carthage in between storms. Joplin, you haven't really seen much rain just yet, but you got a little thunder shower on the northwest side of the city up towards CJ, and then back in toward Baxter Springs, east of Chautauqua, south of Columbus, some heavier rain out there. Not a lot of lightning with those storms. And then again, this is the one that we are keeping a close eye on here. So Big Cabin, Veneta, I-44 out there. You're going to want to be aware of this storm. And again, it is tracking off. We're going to move this a little bit further to the east-northeast. So Afton, Cleora, Grove, Miami, Welch. Got to keep an eye on it, maybe even as far east as Seneca, Hart, back into Newton and McDonald counties out there, because this storm does have that possibility of intensifying. It could become severe with some larger hail, and hail is the main concern with that particular storm. Then we had that storm that's now lifted out of Newton County and is tracking into Jasper County and Lawrence counties out there. So we put all this into motion, all of this fired up at about 5 o'clock this morning, and then we're going to watch additional development, thunderstorms out here. See how these ones are, where all of this activity moving almost east, and then these new storms that are firing out in north central Oklahoma are starting to take a more northeasterly turn. So something that we're going to want to keep an eye on, and that's why we do have a low wind risk for strong to low grade severe thunderstorms out there. Tornado risk, no areas highlighted, so that means it's very low. But remember, with severe storms, it's never zero, but the chances are very low, which is good. But we do have that hail and wind risk in the southern half of our area as we head through today. Then we head into tomorrow, we have an enhanced risk, an elevated risk, an elevated risk for strong severe thunderstorms across the entire area. Best chances for the organized severe weather after 4. And then we've got another round of strong to low grade severe storms Friday. And we're watching the possibility of severe weather Saturday evening into Sunday morning. So let's take a look at the future track. Still picking up on the possibility of some of those stronger storms afternoon, say around 1, 2 o'clock as they roll from Oklahoma into Missouri. So we're going to keep a close eye on those. Then we'll have just a few showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder south of I-44 this evening. Then more thunderstorms develop in that same corridor around midnight. Those fizzle out, and then Thursday we'll have a few isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two as we head into the afternoon. And then again, once we reach about 4, here's where we start to see more of that organized thunderstorm activity. It'll be scattered through the evening, but the storms that we do see could be strong, possibly severe. And then around midnight Friday, more strong storms developing across the area. Those will fizzle out. Most of our Friday is dry. And then by about mid-morning Friday and into the afternoon and evening hours, a few more scattered showers and storms. And some of those could be strong, low-grade severe as well. As for today, we're looking at highs low to mid-70s out there. Scattered storms all the way through Monday. Warming up into the low to mid-80s heading into the weekend. Much cooler next Tuesday, but a break from the storms next week as well. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Feels good to be home.
Time.
While investing was once reserved for adults, it's now accessible to kids.
An app called Busy Kid teaches children the importance of managing money. Fox's Kelly Chapman reports.
Gone are the days of piggy banks and money jars.
Cash evaporated.
In today's day and age, digital currency is the norm.
Kids need to know how to manage invisible money.
And time is of the essence when it comes to introducing financial literacy in children.
I think you have a decade, really, from 6 to about 16.
I sat down with Greg Merced, CEO of Busy Kid, an online debit and chore app that educates kids about the value in saving, investing, and spending money, all while easily managing chore and work charts to earn money.
I believe kids learn best by doing. This experiential kind of learning is the best.
Greg tells me it is no surprise, according to a recent ING Direct study, 83% of teens do not know how to manage money.
We're doing a terrible job.
And despite money making the world go round, if kids are not active participants in personal and family finances, the life lesson is lost.
We can't wait. We can't wait around and think that they're going to learn this by osmosis. It's not going to happen.
To help get finances on track both now and in the future, Greg has a few tips to start a cash flow of learning.
Call a meeting, okay? All right, everybody, we are going to implement something in our lives here because I don't want you all to just earn your money and burn your money.
He says putting financial power in their hand via a debit card is the first step in fiscal responsibility.
I'm telling you, 7, 8, 9 years old, you think that, oh my goodness, that's really early. But it's what they need to learn.
And once a child or teen has a card in their name, you can make a game plan on how to break up finances into different categories.
Some of it goes into save, where they can invest and learn how to invest. Some of it goes into share, where they can donate it to charity. And then some of it goes into spend.
Greg tells me when children practice money sense when they're younger and learn how transactions and interest works, it's a much easier blow when buyer's remorse takes hold.
They make a $10, $20 mistake, that's okay. But if you wait and now they're in college and they get this credit card offer and then they bury themselves in $3,000 worth of debt that they can't get out of, this is a big problem.
And putting money in vehicles that can potentially earn cash is a lesson in risk and reward.
If they're investing in some stock that they think is cool and it goes down, right? That's where the lesson's learned. Or it goes up and they learn that, wow, I earned money and I didn't have to do anything and I got a dividend, like starts to click.
And it's those clicks that can add up to a lifelong path of financial readiness for our most precious assets, our children and next generation.
Get them ready for reality because it's coming. And we got to raise their financial IQ.
You know, I remember getting an allowance of like $3 a week and going to the dollar shop and spending that. And that was a lot when you were a kid. $3?
$20 and how to invest it. That's
pretty
impressive. Also,
that is
kids,
and it is because kids these days they don't get the exposure to that information. I probably could have used exposure to that information.
Same here.
Let's take a quick look, one more tour on the Skywatch Storm Tracker of the scattered storms we have across the area. So we are going to start down here in northeastern Oklahoma, where we are watching that storm in Craig County getting ready. It's moving east at 40, so southern Ottawa, northern Delaware could eventually make it to parts of Newton and McDonald counties. It is strong, not severe, but it does have that possibility, so we'll watch that. Got some heavier rain north of Sarcoxie, east of Carthage into Jasper County. This guy producing some nickel-sized hail. The hail is increasing. The storm's trying to intensify, so we're going to keep a close eye on him. And then we've got a thunder shower, good thunderstorm really, east of Drywood near Montevideo, and getting ready to roll into Jericho Springs. So we do have that possibility for some strong to severe storms today. We'll have another look at your forecast and the news you need to know right after this.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. The Carthage City Council met for the second day in a row to discuss the impeachment and possible removal of Mayor Dan Reif. Last night's meeting started with the council finalizing the schedule for the mayor's impeachment hearing. The council then passed the first reading of an emergency ordinance to remove Mayor Reif from office. That ordinance will need to pass second and third readings at a future meeting. The council's next scheduled meeting is set for next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. The Kansas governor's office is offering a reward for information concerning a double homicide in rural Labette County. Authorities have been investigating the murders of 39-year-old Jason Bacon and 43-year-old Lena Pound of Mound Valley, Kansas, since their bodies were discovered on October 2022. Anyone with information is asked to contact the KBI or the Labette County Sheriff's Office. And the Oklahoma Department of Health wants to let new parents know that they can get a free hearing screening for newborns. 46 county health departments in the state can assist with newborn hearing screenings, and you can find a link for them on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com.
All right, so we do have this thunderstorm now that is approaching Miller. We do have a significant weather advisory with this as it's intensified a bit. Looking at pea-size hail with this particular storm. It's moving northeast at 35. So Red Oak, just north of La Russell. You need to watch out for this particular storm. Again, not severe, but it is a strong storm moving out of Jasper County and pushing into Dade County. And then we also have this storm that's now rolling out of Craig County over Veneta right now. Afton, Cleora, you're getting ready to get in on this. Grove, Fairland, Copeland, you are next on the list. This storm is continuing to attempt to intensify. It is producing nickel-sized hail, so it is just below severe limits. Excuse me. If it continues off to the east, then we're talking Seneca, Southwest City, Goodman, Pineville could all be next on the list for this. We're otherwise looking at scattered storms today. Some of those could be strong to severe, highs in the low 70s. More strong to severe thunderstorms possible tomorrow through at least Sunday morning. So we got a lot to keep an eye on out there.
Certainly.
So we'll continue to track these storms this morning, and we'll be back today for the KOAM News at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.